Yeah. I had a really dumb idea recently, I guess you could call it. Uh, Hello, everyone. It's Hawks, and a couple of days ago, I was reading through one of my Warrior Cats books, hoping to put up a review on it soon, and it just occurred to me while I was reading it, like, wow, do they say mouse for, like, everything? And why is it, like, half of their swear words, you know? So today I'm here to answer the question that I'm sure that we've all been dying to know the answer to. How much do the Warrior Cats books actually say mouse? So I've gone ahead and brought up my handy dandy tier list here that I've made on tiermaker.com. Link in the description, by the way, if you want to use this for yourself. Of course, this will not include the numbers. Those will be gone. I'll make sure to get rid of them at the end of the video just in case if it updates the template. But those should not be there because that's going to help us rank the number of times mouse is said in these books, which will give you a rough estimate of the numbers that we're looking at here, which is actually, maybe not as much as you expected, or hopefully is actually a lot more than you expected, because, while I like to, keep it a little tame here, I guess, a little realistic, what have you, 150 plus is kind of a lot, you know what I'm saying? But I'm getting off track here. This is all unscripted, by the way, if you couldn't tell. Mostly unscripted. By that I mean I searched for the words in each book's ebook, not flip through them myself, so that would be, actually insane if I did that by hand. And hey, hats off to whoever's actually crazy enough to want to do that themselves, but that's not me, so I'll take my convenience of the internet here and what have you. For consistency's sake, I also counted the word mice as well, as that's just the plural form of mouse. But let's get to ranking, I guess. Oh, before that, almost forgot. I'm forgetful, excuse me. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe with bell notifications turned on. I know you've probably heard it about 1,000 times by now, but these are the quickest and easiest ways to show your support, and they especially mean a lot to a small creator like me who's just starting off. So yeah, thank you. And as you can tell by the title here, we're only going to be doing main series books. So if you want to see me do super editions or novellas, or something like that in the future as well, let me know. So, but yeah, I guess we could get started here. Let me just pull up my handy dandy document and start finding these things. Okay, so we're starting with, of course, a Starless Clan. I say, of course, because most of these should be in alphabetical order, hopefully, so that it's easier for me to rank them, as I have them all listed by arc here in my document. But a Starless Clan is sitting at a very modest, let's see here, 62 total, which just puts it into C tier. Very average start for a frankly pretty good book. And actually, if you want to know what I have to say about that, you could find a link to that in the card at the top right of your screen now. And actually, you know what? I got a lot of videos. Well, not really a lot of videos, but I put out a decent number of reviews, and by that I mean like 2 at this point when this video should be coming out. So in the card is actually gonna be just like a playlist of whatever those videos are. Hawks Talks, that's what I call them. Why am I blanking on that? Anyway, the card will be popping up now because I just rambled for like a minute. So if you want to find and watch those, and if you whatever, just watch them. Watch them if you want to. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, Star Wars Clan sits at 62, which puts it at C tier. Now we're on to A Vision of Shadows. I know I'm not mentioning mouse and mice here, but it was a lot easier to just consolidate them into one number without having to worry about how much of each is made up of what. But I do have each use of the word laid out, so if there's anything noteworthy, I'll be pointing it out as we continue on in the video. Okay, so the Apprentice's Quest has 62 uses of mouse, which puts it comfortably into C tier alongside River. Thunder and Shadow has 75, which just squeaks it into B tier, which is our first B tier book. Great. Shattered Sky, though, unfortunately, is going to be our first D tier book. I'm going to try and not comment on the books themselves because I'm just going to be talking forever. And I'm sure you guys just want to know the answers. Though I hope you enjoy listening to me talk. I've gotten some comments saying that, very nice comments from people saying that they like to listen to my voice. So hopefully, maybe you could just put this on in the background or something, and then, get a look at the final results later in your own time. That I'll be sure to let you know whenever I'm done. At the end of the video. Again, getting off topic, let me get back on here. Darkest Night sits at 65 total, which puts it into C tier. River of Fire, 36. Unfortunately, yet another D tier book. And The Raging Storm is 47, yet another D tier book. Not looking so good for A Vision of Shadows. Okay, Dawn of the Clans is up next, starting with the Sun Trail, which comes out with a disappointingly 32, disappointingly low usage of the word mouse. It's so stupid to say, I'm sorry. Sitting at a total of 32. It is then followed by Thunder Rising, which sits at 54. Yet another C tier. Now the first battle, this one is rough. Unfortunately, this one came out with less than 25, which puts it into F tier, which means, conversely, I guess, that it has, it doesn't mean conversely, I'm sorry, and I just hit the microphone, I'm probably, anyway, it had 22 uses of mouse and mice, and 20 of those were mouse on its own, but it's not enough, not enough to satisfy our needs for mousage, if you know what I mean. I don't even know what I'm saying, so I'm sorry if you know what I mean. Oh, God. Okay, The Blazing Star, however, is our first A-tier book, which is crazy because I hate that book. Oh, Lord. It is then followed by A Forest Divided, which is also, yet again, another A-tier book. A Forest Divided was actually the book that, inspired me, I guess, to write this, as you could see by its mouse usage. Yeah, that's what I was referring to earlier. Again, unscripted mess. Bear with me here. Path of Stars is also an A-tier book, sitting at 101 total. Actually, I don't think I said the total for A Forest Divided, but that's 127. 127. Okay, now we're moving on to Omen of the Stars. The Fourth Apprentice sits at 79 total, which puts it into B tier. Fading Echoes is 91, so it is also B tier. Night Whispers, however, is C tier with 63. Sign of the Moon, 68, also C tier. The Forgotten Warrior, however, I actually like this book quite a lot. Hollyleaf is one of my favorite characters, not as much as Jay Feather, unfortunately. Love Jay Feather. Sorry, Hollyleaf fans. But really thought she was a little underutilized in her respective arcs, I guess. I really wished she got more time to shine as the character that she really deserved to be, rather than, just getting kind of kicked out and forgotten about, which I guess is, the point of the title. Oh, oh God, I'm sorry, Hollyleaf. What did they do to you? Anyway, the Forgotten Warrior, very high A tier. I might even consider lowering the requirement for S tier, but we'll see as we go on. Very high A tier, sitting at 146 total uses of the word mouse. I'm not ranking these by individually in the tiers, by the way. I'm just dragging and dropping them. I just thought I'd clarify that. Anyway, The Last Hope is also A tier at 124. Moving on. This one, okay, spoilers here. This one is the Titan. It is the absolute Titan of mouse. It is the Titan of mouse. You know, I don't know how else to put it, but we'll also be going over grand totals and what have you at the end of the video and seeing how that ranks them in whatever, I guess, in perspective. But Power 3 absolutely dominated all of the other arcs. I think it had like as much as 300 more, 300 more uses of the word mouse than second place, or its competitors, I guess. Its competitors in mousage. And the book leading the charge on that is The Sight, which is our first S tier book, which comes in with a staggering, a whopping 203 total uses of mouse, which, oh my god, that is insane. I guess it adds up though, because what is it? You got mouse paw, mouse whisker in that book, and then mouse fur at that point, and those books were largely based around those characters, kind of, except for mouse fur. I don't know, but I don't even know what I'm saying. Why am I even? It's not like they're protagonists or something, but Mousepaw, at the very least, is one of the apprentices in that class of apprentices, I guess, as you'd put it. So I guess his name is going to be said a lot, and as this is a book dealing with apprentices, I guess, mouse brain, everyone's favorite warrior cat's cuss word, is going to be said quite a bit. So, another tangent. That reminds me. Crazy fact, I have no idea why this is actually a thing, but as I was doing the research for this video, I found out that literally every arc has a character with mouse something in their name in it. Literally every arc by the end of it. Even Dawn of the Clans had mouse ear, which is just that's so crazy to me. I don't even think that's intentional, because eventually they're gonna axe off, Mouse Whisker. You know what I mean? They're gonna axe him off, and he's gonna be, then there's gonna be no more mouse people. There's gonna be no more mouse people, I guess. Anyway, let's get back on track here. Dark River comes in with 145, just missing that. I'm just gonna put it here because I want to. Just missing out on that S tier. Outcast, however, is the lowest out of all of them, sitting at 93, which still puts it in B tier, surprisingly. So that'll give you a rough estimate for how the rest of the arc is going to play out as I look over and see what the totals are here. Eclipse, 124, A tier. Long Shadows, Squilf, Squilf and Ashfur Hater book. Why did I say that? Squilf Lover and Ashfur Hater book is what I meant to say. Love Squilf. Why am I still talking? A tier, 145 total. Sunrise, actually our second S tier book, just surpassing the limit there. Or the guidelines at 160 total. Congratulations to Power 3, I guess, which actually is, it's definitely, with it having the most uses of the word mouse, it's got to be the highest rated arc, which, by the way, Power 3, love that arc. I started out on Power 3, so obviously this is mostly nostalgia, but God, I just love Power 3, even if it does kind of fall apart, warrior style, like every other Warriors arc. Anyway, we're moving on to the Broken Code. Lost Stars sits at 63, which puts it into C tier. The Silent Thaw, 59, C tier as well. Veil of Shadows, 24, yet another F tier book, unfortunately. Darkness Within, actual trash tier book normally, but ooh, don't get me started. It has 51 uses of mouse, which puts it into D tier, which is about the same rank that I would give it normally. Sorry, Darkness Within lovers, if you even exist, by the way. Place of No Stars, just missing out on F tier at 26. If it had 25, it still would have been in D tier. This is 20. This is less than 25, by the way, down here. If you didn't realize or didn't see it or something. But moving on. Oh my God. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna put this in here. Like, irrefutably, this book, I just pointed to my monitor like you can. Jesus, I just pointed to my monitor like you could see it. But A Light in the Mist has 13 total uses of the word mouse. None of mice. It doesn't say mice once. Like, what? What? I don't know. Maybe they were doing a little bit too much stuff in that book. You know, if you read it, it's a bit too close to its release date, even though it released quite a bit ago, for me to comfortably spoil that one. But yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy. On to everybody's favorite arc. Sarcasm. Being sarcastic. The New Prophecy. Sorry to the New Prophecy enjoyers, of course. I know that you actually do exist, unlike the Darkness Within enjoyers. Unfortunately. not unfortunately for you, but unfortunately for the Darkness Within enjoyers, because, you know, you have some... There's some good things about the New Prophecy. I like Twilight. Twilight was a pretty good book. Not, you know, exactly... Ooh, not exactly A tier, but, you know, it was a good book. I enjoyed it. Love Crowfeather Leafpool. Midnight sits at 98, which puts it into B tier. Midnight also being the name of my beloved cat. No, I did not name it after the book or the ghost badger. Sorry if this is the first time that you're hearing this, but yes, Midnight is a ghost. Don't know why. Ask Aaron Hunter, I guess. It makes more sense that, you know, it can speak to cats. It, you know, it was already crazy enough. So they had to add that extra layer of what, you know, like what. So Moonrise, 86, also B tier. Dawn, 69, nice. Funny Number puts it into C tier, which I think is the only time that shows up. Sorry. Unfortunately. Starlight sits at 97, also a B tier option for Mousage. And Sunset, oh wait, why did I skip? I skipped Twilight. Excuse me. Twilight. I was just talking about how much I loved it, and I just, not loved, how much I liked it, and I just completely skipped over it. No. Anyway, Twilight sits at 90. Sunset, however, will be our first and only A tier book for the New Prophecy, sitting in at a 130 total. So congratulations to the New Prophecy, I guess. Okay, so on to our last couple of books here, and then you'll be able to see our final rankings, as well as that'll be when I'm going over the grand total for everything as well. Into the Wild. There it is again. The 69 showed up again. I'm sorry, it's so childish, but it has 69 uses of mouse. You know, thank you to the 3 people that laughed at that. Anyway, Into the Wild sitting at 78, and that brings it to a B tier. Fire and Ice also B tier with a 72. Oh wait, barely just missed out on, you know what, if I subconsciously put like something with 70 something in there, I apologize, but sorry. That's all. Let's see here. Forest of Secrets has 87, which puts it into B tier. Rising Storm has 91, also B tier. Dangerous Path, however, hit my microphone, sorry. Dangerous Path has 62 total, which puts it in C tier. And last but certainly, definitely not least, The Darkest Hour which comes in with 72 total. So C tier being our widest tier here, probably a good thing. Hopefully that shows that I balance this correctly. I don't know. I guess you could argue that maybe I should drop this, but keeping S tier exclusive is hopefully more accurate. I'm not that sure though, or how it would even be accurate. We're just talking about like 2 words in the books. But hey everyone, this is Hawks here, hopping in post. I lost the recording for that this last part of the video, but basically I just went over the rankings, and I'm just gonna cover it now. Okay, so in order here, from 1st to 8th, we have Power 3 coming in 1st place with the most uses of the word mouse and mice at 870 total uses. Followed then behind by Omen of the Stars at 571, which is quite the gap. As I was talking about earlier, it's quite the gap. Then in a shockingly very close 3rd, we have the New Prophecy at 570, which is like crazy to think, because you know those are 2 entirely different arcs, and yet they come so close in total uses of the word mouse. Quite quite interesting, I guess, depending on how you look at it. 4th place goes to The Prophecies Begin at 462, followed then by Dawn of the Clans in 5th with 437, A Vision of Shadows in 6th with 324, The Broken Code with 236, and of course A Starless Clan only having 62, the same amount that River had, because River is the only book out currently in A Starless Clan during the recording of this video. I also should have fixed the there will be like a thing up on screen right now with the updated rankings or whatever, with the accurate rankings, because I messed up with Darkness Within or whatever, so you should be seeing that on your screen now. But the grand total for across all of the main series books for the words mouse and mice is 3,532 times. Mouse or mice was said a total of 3,532 times. Crazy numbers, even if this is Warrior Cats. But if you made it this far in the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe with bell notifications turned on. And that'll be it for me today, guys. My name is Hawks, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.